Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Fluent Path English. I'm Hasan. Today, you will listen to a short story, a true life-changing story. This episode is part of our 5-minute listening and shadowing practice, but today's story is a little longer because it deserves a few more minutes. You can enjoy this even if you only have a short time, on the bus, while cooking, or when you're walking to university or back home. It's a story about one small moment that changed everything. As you listen, you can shadow the words. Repeat after me slowly and clearly. This story is for A1 to A2 English learners. I use simple and clear language. So take a deep breath, listen carefully, and then shadow with me. 2 years ago, Adam lived in a small town in Portugal, close to the sea. From the outside, his life looked fine. He had a job, a small apartment, and a few friends. But deep inside, he felt empty. Every morning, he woke up to the sound of his alarm clock, brushed his teeth, drank the same cup of coffee, and took the same bus to work. He spent hours in front of a computer doing work that didn't make him happy. He smiled at people, but his smile didn't feel real. Every day felt like a copy of the day before. He wasn't sad, but he also wasn't alive. He was just moving, like a machine. At night, Adam came home tired. He usually cooked something simple, eggs or rice, and then sat on the sofa. He turned on the TV, but the noise made him feel worse. His mind was full of thoughts. He worried about his future, about his job, about his life. He wanted peace, but he didn't know how to find it. One Friday evening, after another long day, he came home later than usual. The streets were quiet, the lights soft and yellow. When he opened the door, he noticed something on his bookshelf, a small blue notebook covered in dust. It was his old Italian notebook from school. He hadn't opened it in years. He smiled for the first time that day. He remembered sitting in class, learning new words, feeling excited when he could understand a small sentence in Italian. He whispered, "Buongiorno, come stai?" Good morning, how are you? The words sounded warm. He thought for a moment. Maybe, he said to himself, I can start again, not for work, not for exams, just for me, just for a few minutes every day. That night, he opened his laptop and searched on YouTube. Learn Italian slowly. He found a short podcast called Little Stories in Italian. The teacher spoke slowly, clearly, and with kindness in his voice. Adam listened carefully. At first, he understood only a few words. Ciao, grazie casa. But the sound of the language felt peaceful. He repeated after the teacher word by word. At first, it felt strange. He laughed at his own mistakes, but it made him happy. The next morning, he woke up early, not because of work, but because he wanted to learn again. He made coffee, sat near the window, and listened again. 10 minutes became 15, then 20. Every day, he repeated the same small routine. He listened, he spoke, he wrote. He didn't learn fast, but he felt calm. He was no longer thinking about problems all the time. He was focusing on small progress. After a few weeks, Adam started using new words. At the bakery, he said grazie without thinking. At the bus stop, he practiced in his head. When he cooked dinner, he named the food in Italian. Small words, but they gave him energy. He felt like his life was moving again. He started reading short stories before bed. Sometimes he didn't understand everything, but he didn't care. For the first time, he was enjoying learning, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. 1 month later, something beautiful happened. He noticed that not only his Italian was improving, his mood was too. He was calmer, more patient. He started to see beauty in small things, the sound of rain, the smell of bread, the smile of a stranger. He began to take walks near the sea every evening. He listened to Italian music while watching the sunset. He didn't understand all the lyrics, but he understood the feeling. One Sunday, he sat in a small cafe near the beach. At the next table, two travelers were speaking Italian. Before, Adam would have stayed silent, afraid to speak. But this time he smiled and said, "Ciao, siete in vacanza qui?" That means, "Hi, are you on vacation here?" They looked surprised, then smiled back. They talked for 10 minutes about food, weather, and the sea. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. For Adam, it was a big victory. He felt alive again. Not because he spoke perfectly, but because he had the courage to try. When he walked home that evening, he thought deeply. Learning Italian was never really about the language. It was about something bigger. It was about connection. It was about understanding others and himself. It was about starting small but never stopping. From that day, Adam promised himself, "Every day I'll learn a little. Even 5 minutes is enough." He kept that promise. Some days he listened to a podcast while cooking. Some days he shadowed sentences while walking. Some days he wrote small notes like, "Today I felt calm. Today I helped someone. Today I learned one new word." Those small notes became his mirror. He could see himself growing, slowly but truly. Now, 2 years later, Adam still practices. He still listens to Italian podcasts. He still repeats words aloud when he walks to work. He even writes small journal entries in Italian. He doesn't study for perfection, he studies for peace. Because for him, learning became a daily act of self-love. It reminded him that no matter how lost he feels, he can always start again. He just needs one small step, one small word, one small moment of courage. All right, that was a beautiful story. Simple, true, and powerful. Try repeating these sentences right now. I used to love learning Italian. I used to love learning Italian. I started to enjoy it. I said to myself, maybe I can start again. I said to myself, maybe I can start again. Today I felt calm. Today I helped someone. Today I learned one new word. Here are some shorter phrases you can practice. I felt lost. I felt lost. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I started again. I felt proud. Try repeating these sentences right now, slowly, clearly, and with emotion. Thank you for listening to another episode of Fluent Path English. I'm Hasan, and I'll see you in the next shadowing practice. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in small changes. Bye for now. If this video is helpful for you, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends.